The Nigeria's Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Gwambi Musa, visited the Theatre Command Northeast Operation Hadinke, where he announced significant changes in personnel and equipment, noting that the military and other security agencies are firmly in control of the situation in the Northeast despite the resurgence of insurgent activities in the region.
Decided to also visit the theatre in view of the recent happenings. Actions have been taken to ensure that we address the series of attacks that is ongoing. We have seen recently the new theatre commander has been brought in, other commanders to have been changed. A lot of equipments are even being brought in to the theatre. Now what we realize is that if you look at the entire Sahel region, the pressure in Mali, Chad and Niger has put a lot of pressure on Nigeria. That's why you see these recent attacks have occurred. But we are addressing that in clear terms, making it very serious that we are experienced personnel that have been here and have made that difference. Whatever is going on is just for a short while, now for this last week, and we have addressed it so drastically that it's going to stop, and henceforth there will be positive results from the theatre. And not only this theatre, as we speak, our troops are out there in Sambisa, in Timbuktu, doing operations as we go on, as we speak now. Not only here in the northwest, north central, efforts are being made to ensure that Nigeria is safe and secure, in line with the mandate of Mr. President.
He also assured Nigerians that measures are on the way to counter the recent surge in attacks linked to inability in the Sahel region.
I want to assure the people in Maiduguri, Northeast and Nigeria in general, that the armed forces of Nigeria is determined, is willing, is committed, is capable of restoring peace and security in Nigeria, and we're working towards that. We want to remember that we've always mentioned that asymmetric warfare is a very, very difficult operation because it is unlike the conventional type where you can just go and carpet bomb a whole community and end it up. Here, because of the issues of human rights, not to impinge on the rights of civilians that are not part of them. So it is very difficult. It takes a lot of time, a lot of precision to be able to achieve that. But I can assure you that we're heading in the right direction and we'll continue to do more. You know, Nigeria is a non-aligned nation, and so we're open to partnership with everyone. We don't take sides in ideology. We look for friendly nations that are willing to support us. We have been fighting insurgency for 16 years and still counting. We do not have the required equipment that we need to do those fights. And so we're open to all friends of Nigeria that want to support us to ensure that we get these equipped. Russia has shown commitment in doing that. And you know, over time, they've been committed in the nation that has always supported Nigeria whenever the need arises. So my visit there, firstly, is to show that we appreciate what they're doing. The peace efforts, they were celebrating the 80th victory parade for the Second World War. We know the role they played that. And so it is just to extend that hands of friendship together with them. And they show the willingness to support us. And more things are coming from that area, and other countries too that are willing. We are open to partnership with all nations that love peace. That's the important message that we want to convey. Yeah, Mr. President has mandated the Armed Forces, Ministry of Defense, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and the Ministry of Internal Affairs to look into these issues of border management. And I think steps have been taken. The immigration has stepped out the use of technology in manning those systems. And you know, of recent, Mr. President has inaugurated the committee for the census, because we believe when we have a census, we can build a database. With the database, it will be able for us to know who are Nigerians, who are non-Nigerians, why are you coming to Nigeria, who are you, your antecedents. And so other aspects too of border management is put in place. I am a strong believer that for us to even have a secure Nigeria, we have to also go beyond that to think of physically fencing our borders. To some people, it might seem as if it is impossible. But I can tell you there are countries that have fenced over 1,500 kilometers stretch. And it is when you do that, because when you notice that you have a porous area that is giving you consistent problem, find a final solution to it. So border management will be good. Fencing those locations, we can start gradually. It doesn't have to be one day. If we're able to do the census, capture every Nigerian in the world, it will give us a strong database for us to be able to regulate who comes in and who doesn't come in. And again, I believe that will do us a great deal. So the Mr. President has given the mandate, and we're following up on that.
The Armed Forces Nigeria, through his Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Marcus Kange, also on Thursday, following a thorough analysis by relevant authorities, confirmed that a video currently circulating on social media, falsely presented as footage from the recent attack on troops in Marte, Borno State, is not related to the Marte incident in any form. He revealed in a press statement that the visual content, terrain, and operational context clearly indicates that the footage is from an occurrence at a different location, which was posted on 7th December 2020. Of the gains being recorded by troops of the armed forces of Nigeria in the ongoing operations across the country. Olaimi Eso, First Spy TV.